Okay, so currently at Barn in the City setting up for our first market, so I'm just going to time-lapse that. I got a new tablecloth. It's lavender, so that's pretty exciting. So in review of this market, Love at First Lasso in Lafayette, Indiana, it had really good foot traffic. The music was a bit loud, but it was a live band, so that was really nice. They played a variety of Latin, Hispanic, pop culture type of music, and then they would switch from the live band to like a DJ and then back to the live band. There was some dancing that some people did, and there was a lot of food, I believe, or a good chunk of food. I know there was a food truck outside if I remember correctly. The fee was $65, which is a bit pricey for me right now just because I'm still poor and still don't have a lot of finances, but there wasn't a big return for me, honestly. I only made one sale, and that was a wax mount, and that was, it was disheartening, to be honest. I'm actually surprised, and so are a lot of my other friends and supporters, surprised that I didn't do really make a turn profit, or at least make back my vendor fee. It was predominantly a Hispanic community, so that was really nice because I'm part Hispanic, and that got me more ideas of how to connect to my own community. But I think it was more of a food market than a craft market. I didn't see a lot of people shopping and actually buying things that were from the other tables. I mainly saw that it was food. A lot of people had more food than the actual other vendors, but I heard some vendors did well, some sold out of some other things. Maybe it just wasn't my audience, which that happens. It just depends on where you are, and it's all trial and error. I do really enjoy the work that the organizers did. They're called the Dreamers Market, and they host a lot of variety, but I noticed that on one of the recent polls where they asked if they should do food or crafts or handmade goods, and it was more popular to do food. So I don't think it was my market audience particularly. I ended up sending that application to my food vendor friends who would probably do really well in those communities. I just didn't make really good sales. I got a lot of table and stoppers. I do have a lot of stuff, and I know that, but I'm kind of like a gift shop, so I want to be able to like ascertain that I am a gift shop and that I am not just one thing. I do multiple things because I would love to have my own gift shop and event space eventually. That's like that's the goal that I'm working towards, and teaching people things as well. So overall, it was a really good market. I would say it was an 8 out of 10, just 2 stars minus, or 4 out of 5. 2 to 1 stars just because I didn't make a return. But if I did make a return, it would have been an amazing market. I would have gone back. I would go back. I don't think I will go back to them the hosters in their events just because I think it's more predominantly food, and I do not do any kind of foods, don't do any prepackaged foods or anything like that. It's not a part of my spiel. It's not anything I want to mess with because I don't want to be involved in that kind of liability, and I know how sensitive food is, and food is very important to me and like the topic of it. So it's not something that I will ever branch into, but I'll definitely support other food vendors. Like I would love to have my friends bake goods in my gift shop. That would be really great, and just other small bakers too. Overall, pretty good market. I expanded to the second table, and the tables were made out of TV trays that I found at Goodwill. It was a 4-pack for like 15 bucks. And then I got a tablecloth, which I did end up using in an L shape for my first Friday market, which I will be uploading my next video. And that market I'll talk more about in that video. But overall, it was a good experience. I was able to handle a lot of foot traffic. I would not do a double-sided again. Like there was one behind me and one to the side because I would stand kind of sideways. And I did have some flare-ups, so that kind of made it a little uncomfortable for me, just as far as like my bones just kind of felt a little off, and I was just lightheaded and dizzy. And I always feel that I need to be standing, because if I'm sitting in American culture, it's kind of seen as like we're not engaging, but that's not true. So that's all for this video. Thank you for watching. It's very short and I appreciate you for watching. Let me know if you have any comments, questions, concerns. What are your favorite markets that you've been to recently? Or if you're a small business owner, have you not made any returns on your markets that have had high foot traffic before? If so, how did you handle that? I would definitely want to be able to create transparency in the community about like anxiety and mental health around this, in the sense that it is a lot for small business owners mentally to be able to handle the kind of like defeat that it can bring, or just the highs that it can bring. So like there's high highs, but there's also low lows. So that's it for this video. Thank you for watching. My name is Sam. I'm the owner of Marie & Co., a gift shop for handmade arts and crafts that are cute, nerdy, and witchy. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Don't forget to like and subscribe and comment. Bye!